sugar or syrup. Ugh. All right, John.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with all you all, but like Thanksgiving's like my second favorite holiday. Everything's so tasty and stuff like that, but whatever, each to your own. But I'd have to say anything dealing with mushrooms, anything with mushrooms, that's got to go.
Okay.
No mushrooms.
Yeah.
What else has mushrooms in it?
Wait, follow-up
Mushrooms
question
has
for
mushrooms in it.
John. What
What?
if it's minced mushrooms in your stuffing? Because a lot of people put mushrooms in stuffing.
I was just gonna say, you can say
If it's small enough and I don't know they're there, then I will probably eat it, whatever. All right, who did we not pick? I don't know. I was missing
We have Molly or Jeff.
Molly or Jeff. How about we go with Jeff, I guess.
I gotta say, just because they're boring, it's corn and peas. Nobody ever eats it. It just gets thrown out. I think it's a waste.
Fair enough.
How you make them?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Everything else I pretty much like. I eat it up.
They're so boring compared to
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
They're everyday foods.
I think it's just put a little color on the table, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing though.
Nice. All right, Molly.
I'm letting Ruby answer on my behalf.
Okay.
Mommy likes stuffing, but she doesn't like how it's stuffed with like a bird.
I think it's gross if it's like in the bird. I think it's gross. But Ruby's least favorite is
Cranberry sauce.
That's awesome. All right, well, that was the icebreaker. Thanks, guys, for participating. I love doing that. I like getting our juices flowing and everything. But let me introduce our special guest, Jeff from AT Walley. Jeff, why don't you talk a little bit about you? I know you are one of the owners at AT Walley. How did you guys, what year did you guys get started? Like, kind of give us a little background about yourself and Wally's.
I think it was 2012 we all met and started discussing a different kind of operation. I had been at Curly's for many years. I worked there during high school. Right after I got out of the Army, I was there. I did, I think 28 years total. I just was kind of burned out and the crowd got younger and I got older. And then Bernie Simmons, Nick Musso, another partner who's not a partner anymore, who started out with Lee Vanderpool. And we just kind of brainstormed. We wanted to build a cocktail lounge, some different ideas maybe that I had that we couldn't do because I just didn't have enough say in it back at Curly's. And whether it was the barrel program with George Dickel, we bought over 18 barrels. We've got, I think it's 534 bottles on the wall.
Yeah.
That song, but that's a lot of George Dickel.
Yeah.
I've just been doing it, and when we got talking, I said, you know what, let's do this, let's make it, and we wanted to make it a place everyone could feel comfortable, all ages. There's women in there in their 70s that come in on Fridays, they split a bottle of wine and they love it, and then you've got kids that are just turning 21 that come in for happy hour different nights, and they seem to have a good time. So it's been in my blood a long time. I left Curly's. I went to work for Nucor for just a few months, and then Bernie Simmons and Nick Musso, they got a hold of me, and we looked at the spot we were in right now. It was for rent, so we did a lot of work to it. We did the build out, and I think we made a nice place, and people seem to enjoy it. And we're going on. April will be 9 years, so you know, I'm proud of the fact we made it through COVID and all that stuff. It's been tough on everybody, but whiskey is our mainstay. You know, we've got over 150 whiskeys in that place, whether it's Japanese, Irish, Scotch, American, and well, people are always asking questions about it, and then it varies so much. It's just it's interesting. I've never been a beer guy. I think the last beer I had was in high school. It was out of a Matt's beer ball. It's been a while. I don't have anything against it. It's just not for me.
Sure.
I always said if everybody liked the same thing, you'd have one beer and one whiskey and one vodka behind the bar. Because, there's a quote from Sam Phillips from Sun Records I used early on in this whole endeavor we did, and you know, said, why did you go with George Dickel? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Why do you have like the cotton candy Cosmo? And I said, well, Sam Phillips used to say, if you're not doing something different, you're not doing anything at all. So we've gone that route, and we tried to do things that you can't get anywhere else in the area, much less maybe the world. But People come in, they get their own bottle, and I like this idea with the when Nick dropped off the chai whiskey, and I played around with it a little bit, and I said I definitely know what I want to do with this for the Zoom meeting. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Oh yeah. I'm very excited. Usually we have to create these cocktails ourselves. So when I was like, oh, we should talk to AT Wally, I talked to Nick actually because Caleb and Steve and I are in my so-called band and we play there all the time.
Yeah.
So we know Nick really well because he's the guy we deal with that. But
music man,
yeah, for sure. And I was like, oh, I gotta get in touch with these guys for the only whiskey distillery in Auburn to do something with the whiskey bar in Auburn. You know, that'd be kind of fun. So if you guys are ready to have a beverage, Jeff, why don't you start us off?
So both the drinks I wanted to do tonight are hot drinks. You could certainly have them cold in the summer or however you like them, but I like them warm. I started out, I heated up some of the cider. And the chai whiskey works great with it. It's actually, if you look at the history of it, it was called a fence post or a stone fence. And the other drink is the hot toddy with tea. And both these drinks, I find it interesting what we're doing, just looking up a few minutes ago about them, was that they both were created, drank a lot, invented, whatever you want to say, back in the late 1700s, like during the Revolutionary War. Soldiers used to drink this stuff to keep warm. A lot of times they used rum because rum was the spirit of America back then, and until they started playing around with the corn and came up with the whiskey drinks. But you can do different variations. But with the cider, it's just easy. And if you want to use it for a cocktail party, all you'd have to do is get a crock of the stuff going, keep it warm. And the chai whiskey works well with it because it's already got the spices in it. You know, you could stick a cinnamon stick in there to make it look nice. If we were going to do it at the bar, I would definitely do that. But if you're having a holiday party or maybe just having a party by yourself, get a whole crock going. And on a winter day, it's really nice. Try it out. So if you've got your cider warmed up, put a shot of whiskey in there. And,
so what we do is
right around.
If you guys want to attempt both of these beverages, we give you, as always, we give you 2 ounces. This is a 2-ounce thing of whiskey. So you have 2 ounces to play with. If you want to try one and then want to make the hot toddy after this. And so we have 2 different kinds, 2 ounces. So you can split it up, or if you just want to make one, put all 2 ounces in there, I guess.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
You putting all 2 ounces in yours?
I'm gonna split it up. Oh man, smell that. That's awesome.
We're making the official the hot toddy drink first.
No, so this actually was called a stone fence back in the late 1700s. You can look it up. It also might be called a fence post. It's one of the earliest cocktails they came up with. They either used apple juice, apple cider, and like I said, it started out with rum, but it evolved to whiskey. And then I think with the spice, the chai whiskey, it really works well. You might want to save that other ounce though for the hot toddy.
I got more apple cider.
So yeah, it's just a nice drink. It'll warm you up on a winter day. And like I said, if you're having a holiday party, you just get a crock of cider going.
It's really good.
Let people serve themselves and have a bottle of the whiskey right next to it. And they can put 1, 2, or 3 ounces or whatever they want in there.
Yeah. So that's just hot apple cider and our chai whiskey. For those of you who don't know, the chai whiskey is 100% corn whiskey. And the spices we use in the barrels are cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, allspice, and clove. So you can get a lot of that chai warmth, fall, winter flavor inside of that as well. It just adds to the apple cider.
It's really good.
That is very
I mean,
dangerous. I would say.
I was just gonna say. I was just thinking, like, boy, that's dangerous.
It's a simple cocktail. Whether you're hosting a party, you're just by yourself or a couple other people. Nobody wants to do anything where they have to muddle this, muddle that, sprinkle this, then that. So the chai whiskey works great with all the spices already in it.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. I always tell the other bartenders, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm no rocket scientist. I just I borrow a lot of recipes and add to them or take away from it, really.
Sure. That's what we're finding
Yeah.
too, putting on these cocktail classes is like, oh, we can do an old fashioned, but let's do our own version of an old fashioned, you know,
Right.
like that sort of thing. It's fun.
Yeah. So I got to ask, what got you guys, what's the history with your distillery? What got you guys prompted to go forward with this?
Colin, Caleb, one of you guys want to take this one?
It's all yours, Nick. Oh, I have to be the storyteller? All right. Actually, this is a really interesting question. It's really interesting that you bring it up. So initially we started it just as a whiskey club where maybe once a month we would just get together and eat a lot of cheese and do nothing but drink whiskey the
I'd
entire
bring
day.
some vegan cheese.
There would be vegan cheeses, that's true. Yeah, but the very first time that we ever did it, it was actually just Nick and I, and we got dressed to the nines wearing suits, and we actually went to AT Wally, and they just started getting drunk. And that was actually the whole day, and we did nothing but drink whiskey, just wearing suits on like a Sunday afternoon in the middle of the summer.
Where the heck was I?
Yeah.
I don't know where you were.
This is before you and I ever met.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that gradually become like a regular tradition. And over time, we just got interested in starting just experimenting with blends and things like that ourselves, and just making different whiskeys. That obviously started growing into just making our own whiskey, which turned into, hey, like we might have like something here. And that was 4 years ago. And then slowly over time, just through trial and error and making little different products and so on and so forth, we've gotten to the point where what started as just like Nick and I getting drunk at AT Wally, technically it was between AT Wally and Prison City, to us doing stuff like this now and actually just becoming a full-fledged operation. So that's the very, very quick version of it.
Yeah,
But
we
it
had
actually
one other guy used to be a part of this with us as well, Alex.
Yeah, we did have another partner who was with us for the first maybe 2 years of us like playing around with this as well. But it is just really funny that you bring it up when that's actually kind of how we got started, just getting drunk at your bar. So yeah.
I'm glad it turned into something more than a hangover.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Should we dive into the second beverage here?
Yes, you got to heat up your water and get your tea going. You definitely want this drink hot. But like I said, in the summer, you could just use your favorite iced tea and do it with that as well. But this time of year, we definitely want hot tea.
All right.
Does it matter which tea? Just any tea?
Whatever you like, or stick all three of them together.
Yeah, so that's a great point. So we gave you 3 different kinds of teas, guys. We gave you a green tea, a black tea, and I know it's Monday night. Maybe some of you have to work in the morning and don't want caffeinated tea. So there's also decaf in there as well. So whatever you guys prefer, have at it. Or mix all 3, see what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, Molly.
Yes, ma'am.
Ruby left her slime here.
Oh no.
I know.
Dang. We're really missing it.
I'll take care of it for you.
You can play with it. Ruby said that's my option.
Mommy.
Ruby lost a tooth last night.
Which one?
I did.
A
A tooth?
a molar
A molar? Oh man,
popped out. Holy molar.
big time. I hear those are actually worth more than typical teeth on the tooth fairy trade these days. You're saying no? No? Don't listen to her, Ruby.
I could hear Ruby's giggle from down the hall. That's so funny.
Nobody sees it. Hey, Holly, do you see it?
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, it's still attached. It's just in front of the other one.
Oh my gosh, you're
my God.
gross. Get out of here. Get that
It
thing
looks
out of your
so
mouth.
comfortable.
I pulled Landon's tooth out
Thank
once, and
you.
it was a really harrowing experience for both of us.
You should just pull it out.
Very strange. I didn't think it was gonna happen, and I was just like, "Yeah, let me see it. I'm gonna pull it out," and then I grabbed it, and it just popped out, and we both started crying, and it was really traumatizing.
Did
Alright.
you
I'm
bond in the end
stalling.
over it?
We did, the just
First
like
ever tooth came out when I
The
was
first-
just in the the bathroom with mom. I just went like, I'm gonna try and take out my tooth, and it just went stop. It just went like that.
so Landon's first tooth came out, and it was like it was like a serial killer broke through the door and tried to murder us all. He was crying and screaming, and it was wow, it was awful. It was so bad. I'm stalling because I'm heating up water for the tea because I'm a jerk and I forgot to. But it was also I mean I have a video of it. It was so funny.
No, my lemon.
Kids crying, so funny. Oh God.
All right. Oh, also, guys, actually, he walked away. Steve just got engaged, so we should
Ooh,
congratulate him.
congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah, congratulations.
he's not here anymore. He just left.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
No, not you, Caleb.
Oh,
All right. So if most of you have your water. Oh, this is actually great for Kari and Molly, who aren't big apple cider fans, that we're doing 2 drinks. You're both
Yeah.
a little-
Thank God.
Congrats to Steve.
I like apple cider. I have no problems with apple cider. That's only her.
Good. I
So I
thought
said-
that was back in the mason jar.
Congrats. Congrats.
I said Molly, not Holly.
Oh, sorry. Close. Never mind. I'm heating up my water.
I don't like tea, but I'm willing to try it.
How do you know when tea is done?
Beats me, I don't drink it.
Oh, it's a 3 to 5
Intuition.
minutes usually.
No. Picking it up and tipping it down.
Just so that it mixes up right.
Becky, who is that with you?
Oh, this is my youngest daughter, Fiona.
Hello.
Hi, Fiona.
Fiona. Hi, Fiona.
Hi.
All right, so after
Ow.
are we sipping the tea right now? Is this what everyone's doing, or would we
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
okay.
Who is that, Landon?
Yeah, it was him. We watched the new Venom movie last night. It was terrible.
Oh, it's a great movie, right?
No.
I haven't seen it.
All right.
I was
Alright.
so disappointed.
All right, looks like everyone's back. Now, if you have your hot water, Jeff, what do we do next?
Well, you want to steep your tea bag, however you like it, a little bit stronger, steep it from 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
You can put the whiskey in there while you're waiting.
Oh,
Alright.
I like
You
that.
can- If you like honey, you can add the honey right away. You can add a little lemon right away. It depends on how you like your tea. Just dress it up how you like it, and then you're going to get some more spice with the chai whiskey.
Awesome.
How much caffeine is in a bag of tea compared to like what decaf would be
I have no idea.
for 8 o'clock at night?
Yeah, I know.
Black
know
tea has the most caffeine out of all the teas. Green tea is about half of that. Black tea is about half of coffee.
Okay.
So green tea is probably your best bet. Well, I also gave you decaf if you want
I
to.
saw, yeah, decaf, there's just something not fulfilling about decaf. It doesn't have that zip, and you
Yeah.
can just tell.
You
I-
can't live life on the edge with decaf.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with green tea. I do enjoy a good green tea.
How much honey am I supposed to put in there?
You can.
Only
I
put a
mean,
little.
it's. I would
Whatever you like.
say.
I like it sweet myself. I'm good for a solid teaspoonful. When I make, I get a cup of tea every day, usually on the way to work. Instead of coffee, I do the tea. Or you
Would
can
it be
dump the whole thing in there.
ridiculous? Put the whole thing in there.
I mean, that's up to you, Caleb. If you think
I
if you
know.
like,
I know.
yeah. And we also give you a full lemon too. So if you like more lemon, put as much lemon as you want in it, I guess.
Really
We're waiting
good.
for everybody's, well, we're waiting for everybody's tea bag to seep. It's funny because we talk about caffeine. This is traditionally, I think the Irish came up with this drink because the weather is damp and rainy and stuff. So it was traditionally a nighttime beverage before they went to bed. So they must have had a lot of sleepless nights now that you mentioned it about the caffeine.
Yeah, right.
I never thought of that, but
That's so funny.
it's an eye opener. Yeah, this is another drink that was traced back to late 1700s. And it's just old. Both these drinks were very old and simple. And once again, if you want to do a party, and you've got a bunch of people over, you get a crock pot going, or just put a nice saucepan on the stove with a ladle, and people can do it to taste. You can leave some honey out, leave some lemon wedges. Yeah, you could stick a cinnamon stick in that as well. But like I said before, the nice thing with this chai is that there's so many spices in there that it makes it. Everybody likes a simple drink.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it seems complicated. There's a lot going on in this cocktail, but it's simple.
It smells delicious.
Oh, it smells good. Should we do a cheers? Are we ready to do that?
Sure, that.
Happy holidays.
Cheers, everybody. Yeah, happy holidays. The officially holiday season.
We're officially at the point where it's appropriate to see Christmas decorations in supermarkets.
Yeah.
Well,
Behind them.
Yeah. That has
already.
happened now. None of this, none of this, see Christmas and like Santa before Halloween shit. So
Right.
Yeah.
Omicron, Omicron.
Mm.
Oh, McDonald.
It's cool because everyone is using a different cup than normal. Usually we use the whiskey glasses for our cocktails, and everyone's got different
Yeah, I got my
yeah, you
90,
gotta drink this out of a mug.
my 90 themed mug.
Nice.
World
I actually,
1993. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
right. Kari's got the world's best mom one. Mine's also I survived the winter of '94, so that's a 90s one as
I like
well.
that.
Remember that one?
I remember that.
Which one are you using, Lynn?
It says fabulous friend. My best friend gave it to me.
Oh, nice.
This is awesome. I love this.
Me, right, Mom? It was me.
Oh.
Hey guys, maybe we'll get together next week and do a cocktail. We're getting ready to switch our fall menu over to the winter menu and put a hot toddy on there with your whiskey, and get your name out there a little bit. And if there's enough, you guys want to do a tasting, if you have enough product or whatever, just give everybody like maybe a quarter of an ounce. If you guys want to pick a Friday happy hour.
Oh, wow. That'd be awesome.
I would love
We
to
could
do that.
advertise it. We would advertise it, and yeah, maybe tell people where to buy it, how to buy it, and pick up some sales.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we could definitely do a winter cocktail with it, and
That'd be great.
hot
So right
toddy.
now we are just waiting. Like we have, we're very close. We're one New York State permit away from being able
Oh yeah,
to do that. But we can definitely come in and give out samples. That's something we're allowed to do. So
sure. Yeah, get the
that
word
would
out.
be really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, just dealing with that pesky, state
SLA.
liquor authority.
Oh, yeah.
Almost there. Almost there.
Yeah.
And then we had trouble. Actually, some news on our front with that is that another thing we were waiting on is our landlord just switched over. So we finally talked to them literally today, and we can actually move forward with that part of the SLA permit with our facility. So that's some good news, guys. That everyone had some. I know. Kari's been to one, John's been to one.
Yeah.
We've had some, my mom's been to one. We've had some openings at the shop where people can come in and have a beverage. Just very rarely, but now with the new landlord and everything kind of opening back up, it's likely we're going to be able to do that again. So we'll keep you all informed when that's happening.
That was so fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of
Yeah, it was fun.
good nights. Yeah, a couple of good nights with that one. And also we should talk about next month. Jake gave us a great idea. He saw, Jake, what did you message me? You said you saw something in the store that like maybe we thought of doing something, right?
Yeah. So My dad used to put whiskey in eggnog, and I liked it, but eggnog is like really thick for me. And then my mom came home with almond nog from Aldi, so I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah. I just got some of that today.
yeah, and I liked it a lot better than almond milk, or not almond milk, eggnog, because it's not as thick. So I figured that would make a great drink, and it's also vegan too.
Yeah. So we try to do everything vegan. You obviously can, like, we'll give you all the ingredients and making sure that we try to take everyone's dietary things seriously. So if we give you something that you don't like if you're allergic to nuts, or if you don't want to do something vegan, you're more than welcome to switch it out, but we'll give you all the ingredients to that. But we are going to take Jake's idea, and we're going to do a whiskey spiked eggnog next month. And the other day I was working, I was behind the bar, and Becky and John come in, and Becky was like, check out these little candy bar things I made on accident that has whiskey in it. And I ate all of them immediately because they were so good. And she was saying that she can make them with our whiskey. So next month, we're gonna have some cookies, a little like I don't know. They reminded me of like a Snickers almost. Becky, do you want to talk about like how you made those? Or
Yeah, it's like a whiskey toffee. So I reduced whiskey and maple syrup in a pan, but then I let it go too long. Instead of a reduction, I ended up with like caramel or like toffee. So I smashed up some peanuts and I poured it over, and then I just coated them in hot chocolate or dark chocolate. So it's literally like 4 ingredients.
Wow. Sounds
And
so
they came
good.
out amazing. Like they smelled like whiskey, they tasted like whiskey, and they were like a candy bar.
Yeah,
I can definitely attest to that.
Yeah,
as well as Nick can.
I am ready to eat them.
Yeah, they're awesome. So next month, and it's actually the one year anniversary of our cocktail classes. So we're going to be doing some special things with that. So keep an eye out. Probably maybe around the holidays. We'll see when. I'm not sure if we'll have a special guest because we're doing a lot with that. So we may just do it ourselves, and we don't know yet, but it's going to be, so just like keep in mind that next month's going to be really fun.
It's gonna be really festive.
Very
Sounds like
festive.
One would say.
Wear your
That sounds-
ugly sweaters.
Yeah, it's a
Sounds
good
like
idea.
that would be a really good edible too, by the way.
I definitely would. Definitely would.
Steve, would you like to make one and then share it with the rest of the class? I'm just gonna put that out there.
I have. We're recording this.
It's
You can-
not illegal anymore.
We'll talk
can-
off mic. We'll talk off
Okay, well, this is off the record.
mic.
I have nothing to do with anything. I have no idea what they're talking about, FBI.
FBI. But also, yeah,
Well,
we
that's
got,
yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how many people did you kill?
me.
The answer isn't 0. Zero is not a choice.
So Jeff, with the holidays coming up, does Wally's got anything fun planned? You guys any?
No, I'm glad you asked because we were contemplating it and we are going to do SantaCon this year, December 11th.
Nice.
If you're not familiar with that, SantaCon. I think this will be our 4th year. We missed last year, obviously, with the pandemic, but everybody dresses up in either a Santa outfit or ugly sweater, just some kind of holiday cheerful. Some people show up in their pajamas. And it's a fundraiser. So every year it's a different fundraiser. This year's the Auburn Hockey Club. So it's $5 a head. And there's a lot going on, different bars, but we normally hit 5 places. But this year we're only going to do, let's see, we're going to go to the Holiday Inn.
Okay.
We're going to start at Wally's, obviously. Sign-ups at 4 o'clock on the 11th. It's a Saturday. We're going to go to the Holiday Inn, probably kick off about 5 o'clock. And then we'll be there for maybe 40 minutes or so. And then we're going to walk to Swabby's and then stay there for about 40 minutes. And then come back to Wally's where we'll have a DJ and more stuff going on. So a lot of reindeer games, all that good stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, if you can make it, it's fun. It's nice to get out. And
Is that a Saturday?
it's a Saturday. Yep. Saturday.
You said the 11th?
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Mark
Yeah,
that on
Saturday
your
at 4
calendars,
o'clock.
everybody.
Sure, there's one guy who's dressed up as Waldo in the Sea of Santas.
And the Sea of Santa. I like that.
Yeah.
There's some creative costumes. A couple years ago, we had a guy, you can use your imagination. He had a box in front of his He's
Okay.
laughed the whole time, let's just say that.
Oh, I see. I remember.
Gift wrap.
That's the old
Gift wrap.
the old SNL skit, I think. Right?
Exactly.
Lonely
Yeah.
Island, yep.
Justin Timberlake.
People go all out. It's pretty impressive. You know, a lot of people have strings of lights all over them, and I don't know how they don't get electrocuted, but yeah, hopefully the weather will be nice, and it's a short walk, so it's not bad, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, we're working on New Year's and going from there, trying to come up with specials. It's just tough right now. And then with the new variant coming out, I see people are already canceling Christmas parties and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
it's tough. I say you got to get out there and live it up while you can. I remember early on in the pandemic, they were interviewing some older folks in retirement homes, and they interviewed this old gentleman, and you could tell he'd probably been through World War I and II. But he had said, you know, the reporter said, "Do you have any advice for the young people out there with all this going on?" He said, "You only live once, and this ain't living. So get out there and have fun while you can." That's what I say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheers to that. Cheers.
yeah.
There's a
Hope everybody's enjoying the
Yeah,
talk.
here's our fun as our socially distanced Zoom continues.
there's a Mojo Nixon. There's a Mojo Nixon song where it's the quote I can't repeat on this stream, but it starts with "You only live once, so off with them pants."
Oh.
So, no, you gotta listen to the rest of the song. That quote reminded me of that. That was funny. But yeah, it's like it's weird because I was thinking about with kids and everything. Everyone's been locked up for so long. Like, what's the threshold for where it's gonna mess people up? You know?
Right.
And then Emily was like, "Well, it's pretty much messed everybody up as it is. So I guess it's the new normal."
Yeah. Speaking of Emily, I congratulated you as you walked away. I don't know if you heard, but Steve got engaged. Congrats to Steve.
Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thanks. It was it was an adventure.
You texted me a brief about how everything went right, but everything went wrong at the same time.
And no, nothing really went right. I mean, like the apartment, the Airbnb, the furnace, every time the furnace turned on, it sounded like a fan. Somebody's throwing bolts at a fan. And every single time it turned on, it was awful. And then the next day I got like severe food poisoning, and it just nothing worked out. So finally, like, I get her to the place where I'm supposed to do it, and we go up and somebody else is proposing there, and there's a sign, there's like tea lights and a big "Marry Me" sign that's already out, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Did you audible?
I did. She's like, I could see, I saw it and she saw it, and I'm like, wow. And she's like, wow. I'm like, man, I bet the photographer set that up. And I just kind of like took her around the other side of the outside of the elevator.
Oh my God.
It was so funny. The whole thing, it all worked out, but
yeah, it's a nice funny story to talk about later.
Yeah.
So how did you rebound?
Yeah, how do you rebound from that?
Yeah. What's Steve's plan B?
I waited it out. I could have canceled it. I could have done something else, but instead I waited it out, and we watched that happen. And then I was like, this is it. This is my last chance. So I found a nice spot with a good view, and there was nobody else around. It was like over a weird little hill. It was like 11 stories up on top of a building, on top of a rooftop park. So it was, different, unique, nice view of a city. We watched a homeless guy poop in the middle of the day on a sidewalk.
That's cool. That's
Been
awesome.
there.
So romantic. So romantic.
Yeah.
Been there.
Was she surprised?
Great weekend. Yeah. She gave up at that point after I spent the entire day puking.
They're like, this is what I'm signing up for the rest of my life.
I couldn't we tried to go out and do stuff. Like, we tried to go someplace, and ended up needing tickets. The Mosaic Garden. We didn't know you needed tickets. So when I walked, and I'm dying, and I'm ducking into stores and like grocery stores and stuff that I don't even know if they have public restrooms. I'm like, you guys have a bathroom? And then we walked back, like we went to like an
Wait, I
H&M,
missed the part.
a mall.
Why were you throwing up? I missed that part.
I don't know. We went to brunch and we had mimosas and I had eggs Benedict. So I don't know if something just didn't hit right. I don't know. Maybe it was with the drinks, but yeah, no, I don't know. It had, like,
Yeah, something
by
was
the end of the
wrong.
night, I was dead. It was really bad. Like, and you know, it wasn't. Yeah, I've had hangovers. There was no photosensitivity. There was no headache. There was no nothing. This was just strictly like my stomach. So I don't know, but I recovered. I recovered and made it through. Actually, I smoked a little bit of weed, and then I felt at the end of the night, and I felt fine. And I was like, boy, I should have done that earlier. I didn't. For some reason, I didn't. I was like, I don't want to be high and sick. That would be really lame.
Yeah.
Well, congrats.
Well, it worked out. It
Yes.
worked out anyway.
You know,
yeah.
and then like
Yeah.
everything I do is kicking and screaming. So this was just another one, but I pulled it off. I always managed to pull it off.
Yeah, Steve, I'm really
Thank
happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We gave Emily a cocktail kit, but she doesn't like whiskey, so it's fine.
No. The chai and the cider, and not gonna lie, honestly, the green tea.
Oh, you
I
went with
put-
green tea. Okay.
I did. I went green tea. I put too much lemon in it. Did
Okay.
not-
How
did
much
not
lemon did you put in? I squeezed a whole half, not the half of a lemon.
I squeezed a lot of the half of a lemon in it.
I did a
think it
half
was too
too.
much.
I did half.
Not big
I
of the
did the
sweetness.
whole lemon.
The whole
I
thing.
didn't put very much of the honey in. I'm not, but I just the chai whiskey and that was
I
very
put
good.
all
But
three. I steeped all three of the tea bags.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You don't have to go to bed or work tomorrow or anything, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
but
Who
no,
else
I
did?
honestly
Who else did the green tea?
Yeah. Who else did green tea?
I did.
I did all of them.
I did.
I did.
Definitely
I did
the
both
green and the
tea and
I
black
like,
tea.
I like the green tea best.
Yeah.
Wow.
It looks like the majority.
I know.
Holy
Molly,
shit. All right.
Molly, what did you do? I know we were like talking, we were discussing it.
So, did I miss the memo? Like, I thought that everything was mixed together, so I combined apple cider with tea. Like, did I miss something? I don't know, but
Oh, yeah. How was
It
it?
was
How
good,
was
though.
it done?
I mean, it wasn't the best thing I've ever drank. But I used the decaffeinated black tea because I'm a pussy. So
You just have to wake up tomorrow. Oh, okay.
I had a Red Bull too, so.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
I
you were
really
not
wanna-
listening for a while.
I have to walk Ruby to school. She just reminded me.
All right. Holly, not Molly.
uphill
Holly,
both
what did you
ways
do?
with no shoes on.
8 feet of snow.
I went with the black tea, but then I did mix the apple, like I made the tea with the water.
Yeah.
But then I mixed the apple cider concoction
Oh.
with it.
That can't be bad.
Did it all.
Like,
And
it
I'm
can't
telling
be.
you, twisted tea vibes. More
Nice.
twisted tea is what I'm getting, and
Okay.
I love it. I'm here for it. I liked
Wow,
it a
that's
lot.
great. That's awesome.
See how that would work better with the black tea than a green tea.
Yeah. I almost went with the green tea. I opened it and then I was like, no.
I just
no,
had
no."
a twisted tea right before this too.
I just had one as
Did it
well. It's in the
compare?
other room, so I can't show you the evidence. But
Right.
I will drink a room temperature twisted tea. I don't care. But this hot version, maybe I'll have to start heating up my twisted teas. I don't know. I just thought this was really good.
Please.
Yeah,
When you
don't put the can in the microwave.
No, I'm gonna,
Well,
I'm
if you
gonna
do
it.
put the can in
I'm
the
gonna, don't
microwave,
tell me what
record
to
it.
do.
Yeah.
You know what I'll do next time you're at the bar is I'll run it through the Keurig coffee machine.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah, let's see how it is. I'm here for it. But that was really good. I liked it a lot.
Okay. That's awesome. What about anyone else? Jake, what did you do? What did you do? Black tea or decaf or green?
I went with the decaf black, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. So I threw the green tea in with it.
Boom.
Pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
Did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Gotta
I
live
have
on
to
the
get
edge
up.
sometime.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta get up at 7 in the morning, but I was like, you know what? No,
Yeah.
you only live once, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's party all night. Green tea
Jeff,
it
I'm,
is.
I'm just curious what Jeff did because I know you're like I mean you're a bartender, so like you probably don't have to get up early in the morning. I don't know. I'm just making an assumption.
You know, I gotta say, since we've been closing earlier, it's weird. I never thought I'd like getting out at midnight or 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But now that I'm getting older, I take a shower and I fall asleep a lot easier. Before it's up to like 4 in the morning and I get up by 10. Now I'm up by 8:30, 9 o'clock. But yeah, the tea doesn't really bother me at night. I drink a lot of tea and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Some people drink coffee right up to before they go to bed, but other people can't. It affects everybody differently.
That's true. I will say though, when I bartend too out in Syracuse, and it's like when they had those curfews, like at first you could only be open till 10, and then it was 11, then it was midnight, and then the midnights were great because you still get like a late night crowd in there, and then all of a sudden it switched from, they didn't do the 1 o'clock, they just went from midnight to 2, and that jump was rough for the first few weeks. I gotta say, it was, but you guys,
it was rough for the customers too.
well, you had an option.
Yeah, how do you keep up with that?
I didn't make it the first couple of weeks. I was like, I need to stop drinking. I definitely now go in there at 6 o'clock and hang out with Nick because I just cannot, I don't know, being home by midnight when you're drunk. I just kind of saw the beauty in it. So I don't like to close out the bar anymore.
Yeah. I don't like to close out the bar and I have to be there. I'm just kidding. But yeah. But yeah, that's I mean, anyone else got anything? I always don't know how to end these things.
One
Usually
thing, actually, I have a question for Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, this might be good for everybody. So you've mentioned a couple times, having like a crock open for like a party where people can, make their own and so on and so forth. I happen to be hosting my family's Christmas, assuming it doesn't get canceled for the second year in a row.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious. So we have the various ingredients. We've gotten a couple different, or we have, just based on what we had here, looking at the bag, 3 ounces of cider, an ounce of honey, syrup, whatever, teas, and so on and so forth. If I were to make this for like a large scale, like party, say like 20, 30 people or such, like should I just increase all of these proportions, like, and scale it up, like to fill like a big crock, or like how do you think I should go about doing that?
What I would do, I would keep, say you're going to do the cider, I would just have the warm cider and have the whiskey on the side, because maybe there's someone that doesn't want to drink, they got to drive or something, but they'd like some warm cider. That way you're not stuck with because I think the next day you'd feel obligated to drink the rest of it yourself. So this way you could.
I would absolutely do that. There would be an obligation. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't put the booze in it. Or if someone said, well, you could ask everybody, would you like me to make it for you? And how do you like it? Do you like it sweet? Do you like honey? You could do it like that. But if you're hosting the party, I know how tough that is. You're trying to converse with everybody. You're setting the food out. You're making drinks, and it's a lot of work. It's easier to say, but you have a little setup right next to the stove or on your little bar, wherever you can put your crock pot and a ladle in it, and let them know there's no booze in it, and they can add to their own taste.
Gotcha.
They can make it as strong as they want, or no booze at all. That's great.
Yeah, that's a much better idea than having me like pre-make it. Because I was worried like, maybe I'll screw something up.
It's gonna be 3 to 1. You do your booze with the 1 part and then 3 parts. Like your typical cocktail is going to be an ounce of whatever spirit, and then 3 ounces of your mixer with the ice is going to fill up the glass. But
gotcha.
Make their own. Unless you got a real lush there, maybe you might want to wait and make theirs for them. So you're not drinking all your stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta talk about me like that.
Awesome.
I gotta say, I want to appreciate you guys for having me. It was fun, and I think I'll try to join in the next one. Send me the link. Let me know, and
oh, absolutely.
Talk to you guys about getting a tasting in there, and trying your product.
Hell yeah,
that'd be fantastic. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, definitely, guys, check out AT Walley. It's right here in Auburn. Most of you guys are in the Syracuse area, but if you're ever out this way, check out AT Walley. It's my favorite place to go and have a glass of whiskey. It outbeats anything in Syracuse as well. People like ales, but I
Yeah,
love it.
Alice can shove it.
Yeah, ales can shove it. It really, honestly, it really is. I love the guys. Jeff, you've been great. I love all the staff over there as well. And also, we haven't talked about it, but they have fantastic food. Molly and I went there and we had these like deep fried, what was it? The mac and cheese balls that were awesome. And the pizza there was amazing too. So please go check out AT Wally's and check out Jeff behind the bar. You're there every day?
Thursday nights I try to take off, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm there most times.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say every time I've been there, I think I've seen you there. But, so yeah, guys, we reached that hour point. Thank you guys for joining. I'll keep in touch with you about next month. It's going to be great. Just a side note, all we're doing is waiting for the barrels, and then we will start production on the pepper whiskey.
Yeah.
So another thing that Jeff doesn't know about is this is all part of our Patreon. And if you're in these tiers that you get this cocktail class, you also get to vote on new experimental whiskey for us to try. And for some reason, you all voted on a hot pepper whiskey. So Colin dehydrated a bunch of peppers. He's working on a second flavor right now with different kinds of peppers. We're going to see which one we like. You guys will try everything that we make whenever it's ready. The only thing that's stopping us right now, we're waiting for the barrels to come in. So we will be working on that probably within a week or so. So
yeah, once the barrels arrive, we'll be good to go. And then, give it, 3-4 months or so. We'll have a grand old time. I hope it melts your face off.
That's the plan.
Sounds like it'd make a great Bloody Mary.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're not the first person to mention that, actually.
Yeah, it definitely would be. I love a bourbon. Yeah. So thank you guys. I'll keep you guys posted about next month. It's going to be fantastic. There's going to be candy. And I'm excited for it. So thank you, Jeff. You've been awesome. We appreciate you stopping by. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, guys. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Later, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.